practical over unity-free energy system for $500. In this 1970s reversion of the alternator motor belt drive system, some modifications are made primarily the use of 1.5 DC to excite the alternator field winding, removal of the diodes to produce 240 volts 80 amps AC. In this experiment the following components were used: capacitor start vintage Maytag washing machine motor 1980 Chrysler alternator DC treadmill motor to achieve the necessary household voltage, the rectifier was removed from the alternator and the three-phase stator was wired to the breaker. Receptacle extension to the 115-volt motor providing the necessary 60 pounds torque to counter the alternator load resistance. The 1.5 to 2 volts, intermittent production to the field windings. The treadmill motor produced 1 to 1.9 volts DC to the alternator field windings compensating for voltage drops from the primary motor producing less resistance in the alternator compensating for counter load drops. Alternatively 1.5 DC battery. The home maintained 115 volts 20 amps with notable surges after connecting to primary belt-driven motor. The battery method. 4 battery banks, 2 with shared auto relay switching. If the battery banks are large enough, the load draw would switch to B, while A is charging, eventually maintaining the generation system of the 115 draw. Amp hours. Areas of improvement. Step-down conversion to 1.5 DC. From voltage production, possibly a 55 pounds weight slightly elevated above the center of generation system to counter force resistance from the alternator to the motor.